Speaking with Radio Canada the day before his death, Meunier said he preferred putting an end to his physical and psychological suffering by opting for a medically assisted death. So everyone knew what was going on. This didn't happen immediately. This happened over the course of months. Everyone knew this guy was in awful pain, and the solution was to get this mattress, but no one got it. They were all fine with him killing himself. In fact, they helped. That's what MAID means. I don't want to be a burden. At any rate, the medical opinions say I won't be a burden for long. As the old folks say, it's better to kick the can, said Meunier. He died at home on March 29th. Did he really die at home, or was he killed at his home? Let's be precise, please. Here's a disabilities advocate. I'm surprised they quoted one. That whole story is a crying shame, said Stephen Laperrière, the Director General of the Regroupement des Activistes pour l'Inclusion au Québec, which supports people with disabilities. It's really a case of disbelief. What are we doing in order to help disabled persons or sick people to live in dignity prior to dying in dignity? He says the healthcare institution was negligent, to say the least, and that getting a proper mattress is not like trying to get a space shuttle into orbit. It's pretty basic. Nobody will convince me that within a few hours the proper mattress could not have been found, said Laperrière. Hey, crazy idea, just going on a limb here. Do you think by chance this is happening on purpose? As in by governments that would rather just kill someone than go to the hassle of getting a mattress on time or fixing emergency room waiting lines or spending thousands of dollars making a sick person healthy again? This is a war on the weak. It's a war on the sick. What a change from the fake moral superiority we normally hear from government-run healthcare advocates. Here's the obvious statement. Trudeau Lemons says his case is, quote, an illustration of problems in our healthcare system. The Scholl Chair in Health Law and Policy at the University of Toronto says people who are already vulnerable are left feeling like more of a burden in the system. Quote, then the system responds by saying, well, you can have access to medical assistance in dying, said Lemons. Medical assistance in dying is more easily available and on a more regular basis than some of the most basic care. He says he is increasingly hearing stories of people who are struggling in the system and turn to MAID. Oh, well, he was old. He was a truck driver, probably one of those horn-honking protesters, and he was a quadriplegic. He was nobody's nothing, as Morrissey would say. He wasn't cool and fashionable and avant-garde like this guy. Did you see this story? Ontario resident who wants both a vagina and penis wins public funding for unique surgery. A court has ruled that Ontario must pay for a penis-sparing vaginoplasty for a person who identifies as neither fully female nor fully male. I guess there are bosses now. I guess these three judges sort of rule the world now. Let me quote from the story. If this were April 1st, I swear I would think this is a prank. Ontario has been ordered to pay for surgery for a resident who is seeking to have a vagina constructed while leaving their penis intact. Denying the procedure would infringe on the person's charter-protected right to security of the person. Did you know that there's a charter right to have the government pay for both a penis and a vagina? Did you know that? Now you do. An Ontario court said in its ruling, the unanimous decision, it's so obvious, this decision, of course it's unanimous, by a 3-member panel of judges of Ontario's Divisional Court, could expand access to a novel bottom surgery for people who identify as non-binary, meaning neither fully male nor fully female. So that's the great thing about government-run healthcare, isn't it? On the one hand, government can sentence uncool people like that truck driver to death just by starving them of resources, letting them stay on a stretcher for 95 hours. And the same government can muster extraordinary amounts of money, probably hundreds of thousands of dollars, for the most bizarre political experiments. And don't you dare criticize, you bigoted, transphobic racist. Things are getting worse every day, aren't they?